back because I can hear a downpipe. I'm getting a little overzealous there, buddy. Just remember what I told you. Glass!
What is going on, guys? SW Motorsports here. We're going to be doing a review slash drive of a Ford Focus RS, aka differential explosion.
Oh yeah. And you're gonna get it from two different aspects.
The aspect of me driving it and the aspect of him knowing what is what, and you're going to find some secrets.
And driving.
Shh. No driving. But yeah, we're both going to drive it once around the block, and then we'll pretty much talk about why it kind of was a flop. At least in my opinion, I feel like it's a flop. It's not.
It was a flop because it only lasted for 3 or 4 years.
I mean, yeah, it could have been better. It really could have been better because the old Focus RS, back in like the 90s and 2000, like 1999 and 2002, was phenomenal. Yeah. And rally was great.
Oh yeah.
Rally was absolutely superb.
Of the hot one over in Europe, the 500, the RS 500.
Oh, dude, that was amazing.
That was a hot one.
That was phenomenal. They did good, but when they try to follow up, I feel like automakers nowadays, when they try to follow up with what they did before, they cheap out on a lot of things that they shouldn't cheap out on.
They fall short.
I mean, that too, yeah. But I mean, they were probably going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
To be honest, they were going to cheap out on it regardless. All right, let's make this car run at least like 20,000 miles, and then warranty it out for 15.
Warranty for 40.
Make it run for.
And then when the rear diff blows up at 40.
So you're gonna find out why we keep mentioning the differentials and the explosions. It's not because I'm not gonna say that actually. I'll probably get there.
But we have a very intimate relationship with the rear differential in this car.
We do, and once we get in and jump in, we'll actually explain why we do. Exactly. All right, so now the Focus is on. As you could probably hear, it's very loud. This is actually a friend of ours. Excuse me, Focus RS that obviously has some modifications done to it.
Cobbax support, yep. Exhaust, obviously.
And in my opinion, it feels great, but the reliability of it is just the worst thing in the world.
It's not there.
I wish it could have been there, but it's really not.
If this would have had the reliability of a Mustang GT.
Oh, dude.
It would have been
This literally would have passed the GT in the aspect of popularity.
Yep.
The demand for it would have easily exceeded the GT.
It would have skyrocketed.
Easily. And just the coolness of a remade Focus RS, brand new
for the US market.
Exactly, because we didn't really necessarily have it like a good, you know what I'm saying, like a good Focus.
We never got like, you know, the Focus RS like you know, that was the Escort RS, the Cosworth.
Yeah. With the big wiring. Now as you hear that spoolie boy, nice spoolie boy. This has a short shifter on it, so it feels actually really good.
Yeah.
So obviously this is a little modified, but I mean the way he modified it, it makes it feel amazing. It's tasteful, yes. It's definitely tasteful. So wrap, everything, blah blah blah.
What I can gauge from it, it's at least an intake, maybe an intercooler. Definitely a cat back because I can hear a downpipe. I'm getting a little overzealous there, buddy. Just remember what I told you.
Glass!
Okay, so the whole point of that comment is my uncle used to be a designer for Ford and actually designed the rear diff in this car. And when Ford wanted to go and make it, they said, oh, we want this diff to handle this much power, 350 horsepower, as everybody already knows. They then came back and said that diff's too expensive. They wanted a diff that could handle 350 horsepower on 250 horsepower budget, basically. And the whole point of the reason why we talk so much smack about it is
it's gonna break.
During testing, my uncle could literally shatter it on command.
I wonder if you could call him right now and ask him. I'm not gonna do the Mrs. car.
He wasn't in Poland.
Oh god. he escaped the country so he wouldn't face the backlash behind the Focus RS diff.
No.
This thing can actually rev match pretty well though. I'm not even.
Oh yeah. Well, it has rev. It has a downshift assist.
It doesn't. It's not even on.
Oh shit.
It's not on at all. That's all me. That's why I actually like Mitch's specific Focus RS. He turns all the needless things off except for the start assist. That
Hill start assist.
Yeah. I don't like it. I mean, it's helpful, yeah. This thing spools up really quick. That was half throttle. Now this is full throttle. I feel like my car is actually a little bit faster than this. I don't feel anything in this car.
I don't feel.
I can actually keep this thing on. If I had one, I could actually do pretty well with this. I'm not even gonna lie.
yeah, most def.
There's no way this differential would break under me. I'm not trying to talk up my driving skills by any means, but there's always a better driver. Always.
But
being in tune with the car, it's
I don't know. He never told me how to brake.
I mean, yeah, good.
Obviously.
Good. For a good reason. You're in one now.
Obviously. So, I mean, but this is I mean,
it's a fun car.
the ride's not as harsh as I thought it was going to be.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
It's not that hard.
Because I feel like they went back on their like rally suspension in a way.
Yeah.
But designed it for street use for all corners of the world. So there's obviously some places that have horrible roads like Ohio.
Right.
And there's other places that have smooth roads, and this thing can just eat it up. It feels phenomenal.
What is it, Vermont?
Vermont, oh god.
Bro, this car in Vermont would have wrecked.
It would kill.
It would have wrecked.
It would kill everybody. That hill assist, I don't like that. I have no. Just truck one to race.
It's a Duramax.
You think this is a game? I gotta get in this lane anyway, bro. Chill.
Got that dirty D.
But honestly, the Focus RS isn't a bad car when you're driving it.
Everybody gave it a bad rap.
Yeah, for sure. But there's a reason for that because the reliability of it's horrible.
Oh yeah. Like what? We got a check engine light on?
Yeah, the check engine light is on. I didn't even do anything. It's just been on since we turned the car on, which is unfortunate. But I mean, it happens.
So you're used to
A true manual.
a cable style system.
Yes, I love cables.
Not a hydraulic
No,
system like
hate.
most of these new cars
I
are.
hate hydraulic because when it bounces back, I clutch back in thinking, oh, I'm gonna slip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just horrible.
And
But-
that's just the engagement point.
Yeah, it's just horrible. It's trash. But the Focus RS it could have been a true rally street car. It could have literally gone up against the STI on the street. And
Yeah.
I feel like if they properly had the proper budget for it, they could have easily
They wanted to denote that money for it.
Yeah, if they
Because you got to think about it though. You also had the Ford GT Black project going on at the same time.
I mean, true, yeah.
And
Their main
when
focus was that.
this was kind of a way to, because everybody knew a new Ford GT was coming.
Yeah.
They didn't know when.
Yeah.
The people who worked at Ford, there was like 6 different people in Detroit working on this project at the same time.
Yeah.
And they were trying to figure out a driveline to put in it. That's why, you know, they're like, well, what's the current thing right now? Everybody said turbocharger. They could have put a nice
Pop,
that was a nice little crackle. Snap, crackle, pop.
This car is a fun drive.
Oh yeah.
I know I'm bouncing around trying to use this hydraulic garbage. I apologize for the bouncing video. Here we go. We're going to the gas station to switch. These bumps, dude, I don't feel anything. If I was in my Subaru, I'd be dying.
Oh, but there's also the difference between this has that neo-magnetic stuff.
I mean, true, yeah. All right, so we're going to switch, and let's have Brent's opinion on it.
Yes.
All right, we switched seats. Brent's in the driver's seat. Let's see if he stalls. Oh, he's doing all his. He hasn't driven a manual since my car. See that hill start garbage? Yeah. Hate it.
28.5 PSI. This is 30 pounds of boost almost.
I know. I've seen it on there.
That's insane.
Yeah. He's probably. How much power do you think he's running?
30 pounds. These, I don't know what they make at 350 horse, which is what stock maybe between 4 and 450. I don't like that upstart shit.
I hate it. I told you it's horrible. It's horrible. While you're driving, it just goes plop, 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 plop. Nice, right? It's not bad. For all the bad things that we've heard about this car, it's not that bad.
No, it's nice. It's a nice driving
I feel
car.
like this specific car was actually built to where it doesn't have those normal problems.
Yeah.
Obviously, we would need like a stock Focus RS just to actually compare. But from this one, it is amazing. Actually, in my opinion, it's not that bad. Obviously, it has its reliability issues. No biggie. You have money, you fix it. You know what I mean? Or you have money, you get you go after
the car. You can afford to fix it.
Exactly. You can afford to buy it. Afford to fix it. Not a big deal. It's not that bad of a car. It feels great. What about you, Brent? You're being very serious.
It has an electronic steering rack.
It does?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, it's well weighted.
Yes, to where it doesn't. It feels like it doesn't.
I will say it's a nicely weighted rack.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shifter's definitely a short though.
Told you it was. You're just like.
But dyno's definitely saying between 4 and 450. But dyno's definitely saying anywhere between 4 and 450.
Oh, for the power. But yeah, like this car, I'm not gonna say it's like extremely well built. Certain areas of it are.
It has nice build quality.
Yes, in certain areas, obviously.
Yes.
Not obviously the differentials, as you said, they only had so much budget for it for some godforsaken reason. And in my opinion, if they did go in a bigger budget with it and sold it for a little bit more, dude, it would have been game over for the STI Evo. I mean, it's already game over for the Evo. I'm just saying.
Game over for the Evo.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, like, it would have been like a for sure game over.
It would have given the Type RA a run for its money.
Yes. Oh, hands down.
The S209 that's coming out this year is definitely going to have a.
We're actually trying to get a permission to compare it, the newest S209 comparing to my WRX, like one of the first WRXs they ever made.
Yep.
I've contacted Subaru of America to see if they would allow me to drive to. I think they're in Indiana, right? I think they're in Indiana. Could be wrong. Like the Subaru headquarters.
That or Illinois. There's somewhere.
It's in some I state.
Yeah.
But I've contacted them to see if they'd let me drive my car to them and have a side-by-side comparison of what it was, like what it came from, basically.
What it came
from,
it is now, and where it is now,
yeah.
And the differences in between. I've driven a couple WRXs, STIs. I've driven his WRX. To me, the 93 feels fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, that was the original. It was like the soul. It has all the soul there. As each year progressed, it lost just like a tiny bit of that rally spirit. You know what I'm saying?
2008 to 12 to me just feels so numb.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I say, I can't have a newer car. I legitimately cannot drive a new car.
No.
Unless it's pure luxury, I can't drive it. I can only drive probably up to maybe 2005 at the most. The newest car I owned was literally just a 2005,
yeah. Which
was my Jetta, and it was horrible, and I was like, never again.
But
see what I'm saying? You can't help that. It's like hard to shift very smoothly, especially if you're going like fast. That's besides the point.
It's hard to shift very fast when you want to do the first to second.
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's just like my WRX. It's hard to do it.
Yeah, for sure. You really have to like notch it in first.
Or even rev matching it into first, for sure. But I mean, other than that, I don't mind. My impression
has honestly changed with this car.
Yes, it feels great. It could just be this specific car. I don't know all exactly he's done to it. We'll have it in the description below once we find out. Once we get back, we'll ask Reese because I know Reese has.
It definitely has a mount tune package.
For sure. Yes. Yes. And it's just a good car. That it's like the fallen hero that never was. You know what I'm saying? Like Ford could have really had a phenomenal all-wheel drive.
They could have had a fantastic Golf R competitor.
Golf R, STI, all the Ford banger.
But really though, if you look at it, this really wiped the floor with Golf Rs.
Oh, hands down. This thing is amazing.
Unless you had a DSG, it was wiping the floor with them.
Yeah, for sure. If that are true side-by-side comparison, I honest to God think if they built this properly, like
they put all the stops out on this car, this would have been their best-selling car.
It would have wiped the floor with
The whole lot. It really would have.
The whole segment.
Yeah, this car would have been undefeated for like 4 years.
So so basically out of the whole segment, if I were told to pick
anyway, you were saying?
If I were to pick 2 cars out of the whole segment, one for daily driving, one for track use.
You would pick 2 Focus RSs. I'm just kidding.
Actually, no. I would pick the RS for the track weapon.
Yes.
Golf R for the daily driver.
If they made this properly, obviously. If they didn't have any... I mean, obviously no major problems with this car. I mean, I'm sure they probably have minor issues with the car, as is any new car these days has minor issues. But if this car didn't have that major differential issue,
no,
or any major engine whatever else it has, I can't think off the top of my head what else it has.
The engine is really engine to engine.
Yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is I can't think of off the top of my head if there was anything wrong with it, and specifically limited to this car or anything else.
I think it was
the differential, the drivetrain,
yeah, and the differential.
See, they could have literally had a killer car.
They could have wiped the floor.
For sure. They could have destroyed every single competitor that was up against this car.
Yep.
I mean, hell, even in England, I know everybody's seen probably the Grand Tour episode where Richard Hammond was waiting for the Shelby or GT500 or whatever the hell it was, a Mustang, I don't remember exactly, to land, and then Jeremy Clarkson came up with the Ford Focus RS, and he was like, oh, check out all this stuff I could do. He was doing donuts and all sorts of stuff. I mean, this car it can be very, what's the word I'm looking for, like, adaptable?
Yeah, but I really don't like the artificial drift mode.
Yeah, the artificial drift mode is kind of garbage, but that's what makes it adaptable, though.
Yeah,
because you could outdrift anybody just using that. But that's where technology overtaking everything comes into play, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, overtaking the fuel of the car, overtaking clutch feel of everything else, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when it comes in, unfortunately, and it is what it is at that point, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I think this car, if this car didn't have that drivetrain problem, differential, valve train, whatever garbage, it could have possibly been the #1 car to buy out of, if they kept making it, obviously, it could have been the #1 car to buy it till now, from when they first came out.
Yeah.
Honest to God. And they honestly missed out on a golden opportunity to fix it. They could have fixed it. I mean, well, they should have fixed it. They probably couldn't have, but they should have fixed it.
Yeah.
But alas, it is what it is. Some certain car manufacturers aren't able to fix certain things that are out of their budgetary price and things of that nature. But, you know, let us know in the comments what you guys think so far of what we said about this car. I mean, everybody has their own opinions probably of this car. And
agree, disagree.
Yeah, let us know if you agree with us. If not, why? Any other things you would like to add, Brent?
Definitely had my opinion changed on this car.
After you actually started driving it?
Yeah, because I mean, you can read in any magazine, anything, everybody hated the car.
For sure, yeah. There's not one thing that said anything good about this car.
No. Maybe
the power it made. Oh, it made 350 horsepower. But, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you put a stage 1, 2 from APR on a Golf R, you're making 350.
Exactly. Who knows?
We need 8-year-olds designing cars.
Very true, actually.
With V20s and machine guns out the hood.
Machine guns out the hood. You forgot the flamethrower option in the trunk.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But anyway.
And ejecto seats.
Ejecto seat, okay? Let us know in the comments below what you guys think so far of driving this around, or how our points come out. If you agree, disagree, let us know why.
If we sound convoluted, let us know. If we sound smart, let us know. If we sound dumb, let us know.
Just let us know in the comments. We will respond to them. Not a problem.
We're still new.
We'll give you a heart. We'll give you a heart.
We will pin your comment to the top.
I don't know about that, but I'll give you a heart.
I would pin your comment to the top.
Okay. Anyway, let us know in the comments below what you guys would like to see. Don't forget to follow us on social media, SWA_motorsports at Instagram.
SWA Dogs Instagram.
Yes, don't forget to follow SWA Dogs Instagram if you like the doggos.
Because we got 3 beautiful dogs.
Brutus, Samson, Halo. Pictures here. And just see you guys next time.